Well, when Grace Cougars head coach Tim Russell took over the helm last year, many might not have expected him to have such a great year. They had 9 wins after getting 2 wins the year before. Well, I sat down one-on-one with Coach Russell to talk about his coaching journey and about how some things are just bigger than football. Well, the football program at Grace Community has turned completely around under the lead of head coach Tim Russell. In his second year, brought it all the way back. Coach, you came out of retirement to come back here and coach for the Grace Cougars. What led to that decision?
Well, I had a friend that had been coaching here, and I had a friend that had coached here previously. So I had a little bit of a background of Grace and realizing that we had a lot of the shared values. At this point in my career, definitely, being able to teach Jesus openly and being able to share our Christian faith and be able to surround ourselves and our families with those Christian values is something that's very, very, very near and dear to my heart.
Well, coaching football is definitely not a new thing for you, huh? Over 30 years of coaching experience, including, the winningest coach all time at Harmony ISD where you were before. Talk about that whole journey, kind of how you got into coaching and how you realized, hey, this is my calling.
Well, I actually got into coaching because of a man named Eddie Baca. He was my position coach when I played football at Jacksonville, and he ended up hiring me at Galena Park in Houston. I coached down there, and then I came up and I coached at White House and Chapel Hill, and I was able to coach for Dennis Alexander at Henderson for 4 years. Learned a lot of great football from him. At a time he was the winningest coach in the state of Texas. But I don't think that coaching is something that you do if you're successful at it. I don't think you do it as a profession. I think it's a livelihood, and we've been fortunate enough to live that lifestyle for a while and do so successfully on the field, and I'd like to think off the field also.
Outside of football as well, I know you mentioned you're a family man as well. Your family means a lot to you, but you also had to experience, a very difficult hardship as well.
Yes, probably, not probably, the hardest thing that has ever happened in my life was when we lost our daughter, Bailey. She was hit by a drunk driver in 2016, and she passed away. And it was the end of her senior year, and that was you can't really put it into words. It's such a trying time for our family. But losing Bailey was so special, and now it's like it's something that we go through every day. For other people, they go on and live their lives, but I don't wake up not one single morning, and I don't go to bed not one single night that I don't think of Bailey. I could never put into words what losing Bailey meant to us, but you just got to trust in God, and you got to move forward and do the best you can to help others to understand, that bad things are going to happen and tough things are going to happen in life, but it's how you react to them, and then also what you do with what you have learned. She was a cheerleader, and so she was on the field with me, when she was a cheerleader, and having Bailey and realizing how important cheerleading was to her and how important ag was and other things that whatever is important to a kid is the most important thing, and you need to treat it as such. And so I've learned that really from Bailey, because so many things are so important to her, and so I try to make everything that is important to our kids be that important to me, and help them out in any way I can in whatever activities that they try to do.